Hello, welcome back. This is Chef Nico again. Today we're going to be checking out our food saver here. It's a food vacuum sealer. There's tons of them on the market. This one particular one I got about 5 years ago. My wife got it for me and we use it all the time. It's fantastic in saving money. We usually go to Costco and pick up tons of meat, just big packages of meat. You get it at a better price. For instance, we have beef tenderloin steaks here. I got the whole loin, sliced it up, and it's a lot more cost effective. Normally at a grocery store it is probably about $15, $16, even $17 a pound. We get it for $9.99 a pound. And all I got to do is slice it up, vacuum seal it, we freeze it, and then whenever we want to use it, we just pull out a couple of steaks at a time and go ahead and get going there. We also have some boneless ribs here as well that I picked up. These I got for $6.50 a pound, and normally this particular one, it actually runs around $10 a pound at the store. So it's a really good investment. You're going to save a lot of money because honestly, if you didn't have this and you actually put it in just Ziploc bags, there's going to be air in there, and the great thing about this is it really takes all that air out of the bag, and that's really that's where you get your freezer burn. That's where, you know, that oxygen in there that's stuck in there starts to oxygenate the meat and it just loses its flavor. Vacuum sealing is the best way to do it. And also, if you do have a sous vide machine, which a sous vide machine is just it's basically a heater that you put in water and you choose the temperature. So if I wanted to cook this at 145, I'd set the temperature on the machine, put it in a container of water. Water gets to 145. You vacuum seal your meat, you marinate it the way you want. Chicken's the best way to do sous vide. You drop the bag straight into the water and let it sit until that temperature of meat gets to where you want it to be. And then it just comes out just so moist. So that's a couple of good ways to use a vacuum sealer machine. So we'll get into it here in just a second. I'll show you how to use this particular one, and we'll go ahead and vacuum seal these bad boys. Alright. Okay, so here is the vacuum sealer machine. It has plenty of different options here. And so we'll start off by actually opening this up here. And inside we actually have vacuum sealer rolls ready to go. This is great, makes it convenient. You just pull that out. You choose your size depending on how much room you need. Press that down, give it a nice slice, and there's a bag. Shut that. Okay, turn it on. Okay, so right here it says stop and seal. We're going to seal the bag first. You'll just put it right in. Go. So what it's doing right now is it's going to create a heat seal right there and clasp that plastic together and make a first seal. Doesn't take that long. It should finish here in just a second. Go. Now, as you can see there's a seal right across. You just put your product in there, and then from there you go ahead and use the other options here. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put some gloves on while I'm handling this meat. And I'm just going to give you a quick show of how we do this. So we're going to start off with the beef tenderloin steaks. It's just me and my wife in the house. My newborn baby's not ready to eat meat just yet. So we'll go ahead and put that right in there. Just fit it right there. Okay. Get another piece. Normally I like to cut bigger cuts for me and then smaller cuts for my wife. We'll set that aside. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead, and it's ready to go. The only thing is right here where it says food, it says dry and moist. If you're using a dry product like rice or beans or something that's dry, then go ahead and put it on dry. But for something like this steak, it's normally what I use it for, I put it on moist. Okay. Put it right in there, and it'll catch it. There it goes. Just let it do its own thing, and it'll stop on itself as soon as it goes all the way around. Now, if you are trying to do a marinade, a lot of people do this a lot. I've done it a few times. It actually works really well with chicken. If you put chicken in here and you have a marinade that you like, put it straight into the bag. Mix it up really well, and you vacuum seal it. And what that does when it vacuum seals is it locks in that flavor into the chicken, gets it into every crevice of the chicken, and it's fantastic to pre-marinate your meats and have it ready to go. So all you got to do is rip it open, throw it on the grill, bake it off, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to show you what you do if your meat is marinated. So we'll pretend this steak is marinated. Throw that right in there. Throw all that beautiful steak away. Now normally if you have a wet marinade, it's going to really be in there. So you really kind of have to watch it when you do put it in here, because it'll keep sucking to the point where it sucks up all that juice. That's not a big deal. There is a juice catch inside of here that you clean after every use. So it's not that big of a deal. But if you want to get it to the point where you want to do it yourself, all you have to do is just hit the pulse back right there. And so what you're going to do, it's going to hold it, and now you're just going to, you can pulse back it yourself, you see? So if those juices really start getting sucked in there, you can stop it. And it really, you can't see, but that blood is starting to get up there. And whenever it gets to the point that you want it, you hit the seal button. And it'll take just a second to seal that bag. Shouldn't take long. And anytime now. There you go. You have a perfectly sealed bag. So see, it's perfect, it's nice and sealed. You throw it in the freezer and you're good to go. It's a fantastic tool to have in your kitchen. I suggest everybody have one, especially to save money. And if you have a big family, this is a must. There's only 2 of us in the house right now. Of course my baby boy, but he's not eating any bulk meats right now, so it's just me and my wife. So the best thing you could have in your kitchen to save you money is some type of vacuum sealer machine. Like I said, there's all kinds of brands. This one's my particular favorite. But again, there are plenty of them, and they do the exact same thing. So my suggestion is that everybody have one. If you haven't got one yet, please get one in your kitchen. It's gonna make shopping, it's gonna make spending money at the grocery store a lot more effective. All right, so all done. Got them here. Got everything nice and dated. Never forget the date, so you know when you actually vacuum sealed them all. So I have 11 meals here, and these are great cuts of meat. Beef tenderloin, boneless short rib. These are great meals at a restaurant. For one person, you're probably going to be paying somewhere between $30 to $40 a person. But for all this meat, I paid $125 total. And so for each meal, for me and my wife, it's about 11 and change just for the meat. So I mean, you can compare those prices. It's phenomenal. Like I said, if you have a big family, vacuum sealer machine is the way to go. So I hope you enjoyed it. This is Chef Nico from My House to Yours. I wish you health and happiness.